On this episode of Trail Recon, my son, a few friends, and I leave Moab and head an hour south to Canyonlands National Park to tackle Elephant Hill Trail. This trail would end up being my favorite trail of the entire 10-day trip. You're not going to want to miss this. Good morning, guys. We are on day 4 of our Moab, Colorado expedition, and today we are really far out of the town of Moab, up here at Elephant Hill Trail. This is really going to be a cool trail today. The scenery already has been spectacular. Now, we are in the Canyonlands National Park, so you got to pay to get in here, and then you need to get a permit to do this trail. And they only allow 24 permits per day, and there's a maximum of 3 vehicles in a convoy. So what we've had to do today is split. We're going 2 and 2. So 2 guys have already left. We've got to wait a half hour before we can head out after them. But then we're going to be hitting some cool trail today, guys. This right here behind me is this big switchback starting right off, and then there's going to be some cool obstacles. We're going to do a little hiking. There's going to be a squeeze. There's going to be some great scenery. Really excited to check out this trail today, guys. Let's go check it out. As you enter Elephant Hill Trailhead, you are quickly met with a steep, rocky climb and a sharp turn about halfway up that's best navigated by using the small overlook platform and making a 3-point turn. Elephant Hill Trail is rated as moderate to difficult, and I'm going to say it's more on the difficult side of the rating, as there are several technical sections that will require excellent driving skills. You will encounter some narrow switchbacks, some loose rocky climbs and descents, a few boulders here and there, and a very tight squeeze section. Oversized tires, high clearance, and some good skid plates are really recommended. And I'm just going to point out that when we got our permits at the ranger station, they let us know that if we got stuck out here, it's a $2,000 minimum recovery fee. Something to keep in mind. The trail is almost 22 miles long and will take you approximately 6 hours and possibly a little longer if you decide to explore some of the short scenic hikes. There are a handful of campsites along the trail, and I think both Marco and I agreed that next time we come out here, we are going to do our best to do some camping. Now let me take you along the rest of this amazing trail. I think you're going to love it. Okay, you're gonna come down slow. There you go, easy. Good line, good line. Hard driver. Easy, easy, you're gonna come down. You're good. About half a mile into the trail, you will begin to make your descent down. This section is very steep with some tight switchback turns and loose rock. You really need to take your time here, as you do not want to slip off a ledge. You will encounter a sign on one of the switchbacks that recommends pulling forward and backing down, as making the turn on the steep ledge kind of off camber is not advisable. Backing down is simple enough, and that's exactly what we did. During the entire downhill descent, we were really focused on keeping it nice and slow and steady and picking the right line. But I can say this was the first time during this entire trip that the weight of the tent and all the gear my son and I had brought became very noticeable. A lot of off-camber leaning here as we were going down, and we were careful to keep it slow to keep the Jeeps from bouncing as we were coming off those ledges. Once we got to the bottom, it was nice to focus a little on the surroundings, and wow, What a beautiful place we found ourselves in. It wasn't long before we were at it again on the rocks. I'm loving the diversity of this trail.
Rear locker. Real slow. Good, nice and slow. Good, trust me, you're okay. You got plenty of room. It's gonna come down on driver now, you're okay. You're okay. You're good. Slow.
Just over 3 miles in, and you make your way to the famous Devil's Pocket, which is a very narrow section between two towering slick rocks. To avoid leaning into the rock, we found sticking as close to driver's side as possible worked really well. It's a game of inches here, but take your time and you can navigate this no problem.
Alright, any turn we do is just going to be just a little movements.
I have to admit, I was under a little pressure being the spotter here. You know, the last thing I wanted to do was scratch up Marco's rig, but we made it through, no problems. Once out of Devil's Pocket, the trail opens up to some magnificent rock column formations. We stopped here for a minute and really admired what Mother Nature was offering up to us. This was really, really a beautiful place. Just around the bend, you hit Devil's Lane, which is a long straightaway section of trail with amazing rock formations on either side. The views just seem to get better and better each turn. I'm loving this trail. A ways down on Devil's Lane, you're going to encounter a small up and over, very technical section. Now, unless you're running 40s here with a 6-inch lift, you're going to need to do a 3-point turn to avoid hanging up your differential. Just take your time, no problem.
Slow. Gotta watch that diff. Got it.
Elephant Hill, guys, has been such an amazing trail. I can see why folks love this here and say it's their favorite. I mean, these rocks are just spectacular, and the trail has been a blast. I mean, all the rocks we've been climbing, and then the long sandy roads, it's just been a great time. Now, we actually have finally caught up to our two friends. They're out hiking this trail, which we're now gonna set foot on. This should be really cool. I can't wait to get back there and check it out. The Joint was a great trail worth exploring, so if you're coming here, make sure you make time for this. Now, there are several kerns along the trail to help guide you along the path. You will also encounter some sections of cryptobiotic soil, which is actually a soil that's a living organism. Be really careful not to disturb this. Now, you're going to be going up and down some steps and a few little hurdles and squeezing pretty tight through rocks once in a while, but let me tell you, the reward is worth it. The massive cave is so cool to be inside. The trail eventually leads you through a very, very long slot canyon that is so amazing. And there's a few little obstacles along the way that you got to kind of get up and over. But you know what? This whole hike was so worth it, because once you climb up over on the end and you get up on the top, you can see some amazing views up there. What an awesome hike. You know, it was hot, but we were happy to have stopped and done this.
Easy, easy down, easy down, easy down. Slow. Good. Coming down. You're good. It's gonna come down. You're good. You're good. Straight.
Guys, Elephant Hill Trail has been spectacular. You know, it had some great technical sections, a little bit of rock crawling, and then those wide open spaces with all the majestic rocks. Man, it's just beautiful out here. There is a reason that this is a favorite trail of so many folks here in Moab. Now, we did that hike, and that hike was awesome. It was totally worth it, but it's 103 degrees out here, and we were finished. We were like whooped. We're like, you know what? We're gonna have to save the hike to go check out where the Green River meets the Colorado River for another time. So that's just another excuse for us to come back out here and do this trail again. But guys, you definitely want to put this trail on your bucket list. This is definitely worth coming out and seeing. Now, we've got a little bit more to go, but this is actually going back the way we came. You've seen the whole loop. This is the section where we came down and had to drive backwards. So we're not gonna film that. We're gonna wrap it up here. But tomorrow, we leave for Colorado, guys. That is gonna be so awesome. We cannot wait to get there because, you know, while we've had a blast here in Moab, getting out up in the mountains and in the forest is just gonna be spectacular. Now tonight, we have decided to stay in a hotel. You know, we've been camping and we haven't showered in a while, so we're gonna take in a little luxury tonight before we head to Colorado. But we're really, really looking forward to checking out some cool trails in Colorado, guys. We'll see you soon.